In this age of do-it-yourself television and books, it is completely realistic to expect you can whip up delicious new dishes in your kitchen or undertake maintenance and modifications to your vehicle. But the same cannot be said for search engine marketing. As with all internet marketing, search engine marketing demands the skill and expertise of a professional to reach the goals and results you want from your internet marketing investment. Unless you were an expert, you wouldn't tackle climbing a mountain without a trusted guide. And search engine marketing is, from an online perspective, similar to that feat. Attempt to climb yourself, and the result could be serious failure. Navigate it with an expert, and you're sure to reap the rewards of success.
If you break the rules and Google finds out, they can take you out of the index. And Google can do that, and you can't challenge them or anything else. So, I'll give you an example of that. BMW Europe had their website removed from Google's index for keyword spamming. Now, I can't imagine how many millions of pounds or dollars it costs to produce that website. Once it's been removed from the index by Google, it's worthless. So BMW had to throw that website away and start again. So that's the ultimate penalty for breaking the rules. Now, Google doesn't always just throw people out of the index. Google has a second index. It's called the supplemental index. Now, if your site is indexed by Google and it's put into the supplementary index, it's a very long-winded, time-consuming technical process to get it out of the supplemental index back into the main index. So those are the penalties for getting it wrong.
Can I paint my house myself? Of course I can. Do I want it? No. Do I have the time for it? Absolutely not. Will the professional do it better than me? Absolutely yes. Those are the questions business owners should ask themselves. Can they do it themselves? Probably. Will they do it as good as a professional can do? Absolutely not. Will they be able to stay on top of the changes day in, day out? Absolutely impossible. Will they be able to achieve the best impact on their own business? Very unlikely. So the engagement of the professional consultant and the investment into professional service in reality is much cheaper and much more affordable and makes much more sense for the business than trying to do it yourself.
The statistics are, I believe that 93% of websites that are out there on the internet today have content that has not been formatted or presented to the search engines in the correct way. And I would suggest that the majority of that 93% are people that have done it themselves with little or no knowledge. So only 7% of websites out there on the internet are enjoying the top positions on search engines. And those 7% of websites have had their sites optimized by professionals because that's the right way to do it.
Search engine marketing is powerful, consistent, and a winning strategy when executed correctly. The impact of your website listing appearing high up in the organic search results on Google, Yahoo, or MSN is truly epic. If you can get there, success is almost assured.
One example that kind of springs to mind, we built an e-commerce site for a customer that was selling wine online. And that was quite a tough market when we looked at it, but he was quite confident and he had a very good offering. But we also worked with him very closely and said, what other products, what other services, what kind of things do we also want to promote to the customer rather than we just selling cases of wine? And one of the areas that he said, well, I touch on a little bit, he says, I do wine tasting evenings. He says, and I've offered that before as well. And that was a great opportunity. So we said, look, we won't go overboard, but we'll ensure that we've got some good quality content which talks about the other services that you can offer that help you sell more wine, such as wine tasting evenings. And he had a tremendous response. He then set up another business, which was just a wine tasting site, and built an enormous business around going to large and medium-sized corporates, offering them wine tasting evenings. He then sold more product. Just the fact that we optimized his site for that brought him some tremendous, like a whole new level to his business that he wasn't even sure existed before. And there was very little investment in that for him. It was just working with us to make sure we got his content right and we optimized accordingly.
One of our clients who is in the landscaping business. We've been working with this client for approximately 4 years now. So within those 4 years, we were able not only to make this client visible, but we were able to achieve a total domination of the market. And the word domination comes over and over again because this is the ultimate goal of our efforts, to enable our client to dominate their niche. So this was a fantastic story, and he's determined to continue with the services because he knows every dollar he invests into those efforts comes back many, 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 many times over.
One of my very early clients approached me to rebuild the traffic to their website. They had had a new website produced by another company, and they'd made a technical mistake in that they changed the URL from .co.uk to .com without carrying out some technical processes that you need to carry out to transfer the goodwill from the old domain to the new domain. And the result of that was that he went from a bad-looking website with a lot of traffic to quite a good-looking website with no traffic. And he felt it within his business straight away. It's a hotel business, actually. And over a period of time, perhaps a year, we rebuilt the traffic to what it originally was. Now, this client was very impressed with this, and when he saw that we'd got the traffic back to its original level, he said, well, how about getting some more? So he hired us to do some more optimization work. We optimized some other themes and phrases, and we increased his traffic. We probably doubled or trebled it again. To put it into context, this hotel has 12 luxury bedrooms to sell. Today, they have 500 visitors a day to their website.
One of the clients that benefited the most, from internet marketing activities in our skills and abilities, is a local cleaning franchise. He was dissatisfied with the website that the franchisor provided. He understood the power of the internet and where people were going. We built a relatively small website for him, customized with good landing pages, got him involved in search engine marketing, and the results have been phenomenal. In fact, he has told us several times over that of all the marketing he does, and he does a lot, online and offline, that the internet marketing produces the best return on investment of anything else he does. And over about the 2-year period that we've worked with him, he has invested about almost triple what he started with on internet marketing and continues to get the greatest return on investment for all the marketing work he does.